All right, so we're back, and we're fresh off Austin McBroom's sparring footage, which you guys showed crazy support, mad love for that video. But today, we are going back-to-back with the sparring footage breakdown, the boxing training breakdown. But as the card gets closer, we still have some names that we haven't covered yet, and I'm really interested in today's video because it's a guy that I want to cover. It's a guy I think is taking it seriously. Today, we are covering the man that put down the Fortnite controller sticks and picked up the YouTube versus TikTok boxing mitts, aka my man, Faze Jarvis. That's right, we are taking a look at Jarvis because, again, guys, I think he's one of the guys that's taking this the most serious. And I'm not expecting him to be amazing. I'm not expecting him to even be good, but I just want to see a level of commitment and a little bit of potential there because his opponent, Michael Lee, hasn't shown any indication that he's taking this seriously. Instead, he's doing TikTok seminars. Instead of throwing fists, he's showing the kids how to throw it back to the newest Lil Huddy song. So I think Faze Jarvis is a little more invested in this. So let's take a look. Faze Jarvis, the former Fortnite sweat lord, now newest YouTube boxer, his sparring and training footage, the breakdown. Let's go. All right, Jarvis on the speed ball. He's got decent rhythm. I'm not mad at his rhythm. He's not extending on every single shot, but he's continuing to hit the speed ball, which is pretty impressive. That ball's kind of slick. If you don't hit it square, it'll fly back off your pinky or fly in front of you, and you'll mess up your rhythm and miss the ball. Dun-dun. At least Jarvis is keeping his hands in the right spot before combinations, right? At least he's doing that. He's not throwing from here. We continue to see it over and over with YouTubers. They either lack the basic fundamentals or they lack the discipline to keep with the basics. When he does throw, though, you see him fade off to his left after he throws, right? Even with his jab. Watch him fade off to his left. Boom. See the hips kind of dragging the foot behind him versus really stepping into that shot, turning the foot over with his right hand. Watch. Boom, boom. It's not really turned over. It's tapping the ground back there, but there's not a lot of power. He's just kind of dragging that foot over. I want to see him stick that foot, that ball of the foot in the ground, twist the hip and fire off that right hand. And again, try not to fade so much to his left. On every shot, fading to the left, which is his opponent's power hand as an orthodox. You want to see him be able to move both ways, not get over on one leg too much, over on the other leg, way too far forward or way too far backward, right? Being able to balance and move in different directions. That's what I want to see, not just continuing to circle to his left because that's what's comfortable throwing shots out, right? Be able to throw shots in both directions, stay balanced on the feet. See what I'm saying? Look what happens when he has to throw the hook. He's walking the tightrope here. He's walking the plank. There's no space between his lead foot and his back foot here. You want to see him be able to, again, remain balanced because now he has to throw a hook. And he's going to try to turn over that lead foot, but there's nothing to catch him as his momentum brings him back across. Watch. Right? Here's the hook. Just him hitting the mitt causes him to fall off balance to his left side, right? And then he has to reset versus being able to stick that and be switched on, ready to go once again. So yeah, what I see there from Jarvis is, you know, he's doing some things right. Now listen, he's not going to be a high-level boxer. I think you guys sometimes get confused when I say someone looks good. It's not in comparison to someone like Jake or like Logan or like guys that have been, or KSI, guys that have been doing this for years and years. If I say that Jarvis looks good, I mean that Jarvis looks good for the 2 months or whatever he's been doing this for. Jarvis does practice some of the fundamentals correctly. His hands here, he's turning over shots as he throws them. His footwork needs work, but that's just because, again, he's new. He hasn't really understood balance yet and being able to throw shots with power without overthrowing them. For a guy that's been doing this for a couple of months, he has some fundamentals that other guys that have been doing it longer can't seem to grasp. So I like that for Jarvis. Let's see what the sparring footage looks like. Let's just see the way he moves. That's what I want to see because I don't know if Michael Lee has done anything. The only thing he has hit is the record button on his TikTok and filmed 500 of them a day. The hands remain somewhat high. Somewhat. He does drop them on occasion. But I do like the little movements here from Jarvis. I like the little feints, all right? Look at the little shoulder feints, a little up and down movement, level changes. Look at that. Hands high, level change. Leaning back, leaning forward, showing him different looks. He's giving him different reads. He's giving him different feints to look at to not be able to anticipate attack or predict his movement. That's not bad. Who's this guy in the background? Listen to this man. He says they're videotaping and then proceeds to flip the bird. Videotaping? Let this guy kind of roam around on the outside instead of coming and trapping him. A little shot to the body here. But again, kind of crowds himself, right? Right here, kind of crowd yourself a little bit. You're not able to get these shots off at the extent you want to and keep that distance, keep that range between you and your opponent. I just think for Jarvis, it's going to be more time in there. Is going to give him the experience of learning distance and learning how not to just completely run into range, and that his shot selection when he is on the inside needs to be a little better, a little more balanced. Obviously, I'm going to keep saying that because he's coming into range as if there's no threat in doing so, because this guy's not showing him any. I at least like the idea that he's not afraid to get in there. Hey, that one caught him. Just throwing the basics. Just the 1-2. 1-2 to the body. Again, having trouble managing the distance, right? That needs to be his range right there. If he's gonna come into range from here, the next shot should be this left uppercut, should be this left hook to the body, should be this left hook over the top. He needs to create that power, shift that weight, big hook to the body, big hook over the top, uppercut underneath. One of those three, not reset that close, then try to throw the hook to the shoulder, right hand to the body, and then the uppercuts. Just, you don't create a lot of momentum with those shots. If Jarvis can start to understand where he's dangerous and where he's not, that would help him a lot. Jarvis trying to pull the lead hand down here? Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, he is. Interesting. I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's just the way he threw his jab, but watch him. Pull the lead hand down, throw the right hand behind it. That's a cheeky little move to be able to rake that lead hand and pop behind it. You usually see it on the inside if guys are jostling for position. You see Lomachenko do this constantly, where they'll find ways to pull the lead hand, bang the left hook, or rip that back elbow across as you're here, pull that back elbow across and throw a shot to the body. Those are cheeky little things that you can do. If that's what Jarvis is trying to attempt, pull with that lead hand and crack him with the right hand behind it. That's pretty interesting, man. I like that. I like it. Jarvis is, he's staying right there in the ring, controlling the ring. Little ring general there. Hey, that's the best combination he's thrown. And it's better balanced than you see. Watch this. Double jab, right hand, left hook. And that gets through the guard. Plants it right on the face. Now, it's not the most technical hook, but it lands. And he's still on balance after. Lands dead on the chin. Again, building confidence of the young man. That's what you want to see. Shot to the body. Oh, a little cheeky short left hook. Boom, shot to the body, that lands. Look at the expression. We want to see him stay fundamentally sound. Keep that lead hand here, because here comes the left hook. Lands clean. That right there's a situation where you can throw the shots inside. The short hooks, boom. Being able to throw that in the quick little inside exchanges, that's a good placement shot and a good timed shot. This is two guys now that Jarvis has sparred that are coming out southpaw. Again, I don't know if Michael Lee is southpaw, if he's orthodox, if he's got a social media stance, which is just stand there, hold your hands up, and throw out the windmill cat claws.
Hey man, will you stop bouncing around like a kangaroo?
Jarvis looking to counter over the... Oh! Holy cow! Boom! Big right hand, let's go! I gotta see it again. He wants to fire off the right after this jab, right? Look, he's weights back here. He wants to throw that right hand. Doesn't quite get it off, but instead resets. Throws it! Big right hand over the top, straight through the guard. Let's go, Jarvis. Again, better balance here, right? I want you guys to look at something. Look at the straight line here, where he's been dragging that foot constantly through the mid session, even against the first guy he sparred. He drags that foot over here and he gets off balance. Now, we've planted in the ground, and look at the straight line through the knee, through the hip, through the shoulder, and through the punch. Everything, one straight line through. That's a right hand, and that's how he needs to throw it. That's better than again, Bryce Hall's shots. That's better than some of the other guys that we've seen throw shots here. This looks good. I like it, man. I like this double jab right hand. He's starting to get it down. Watch. Double jab, right hand. Again, we want to plant that foot and really springboard off that as we throw the right hand. But again, straighter line here. Not off balance as much, and he can move out of the way because of it. But you can even see, man, you can see the confidence Jarvis gains in between the first and the second spar. Bouncing on his feet, he's light. Now he's moving forward. Hey, nice shot to the body again. He's gotten that hook to the body down off the two. Watch. Throws the two, and immediately he's got the hook ready to go. This guy has zero defense to speak of. Boom. Big left hook to the body. Look at the weight transfer. He comes in instead of resetting, and he's here trying to throw right hand, left hands on the inside. He uses that weight forward off the two, off the right hand, and he explodes with the hook to the body as he comes into range. That's what I want to see. That's a good shot from Jarvis. He throws that right hand, boom, off the right hand. He's already got the weight forward. Now he can turn on that lead foot and rip the hook to the body. Throw devastating shots with big time power while you're in there. Be able to stay on balance when you throw and get the hell out. I don't know how much is gonna matter in this fight because Michael Lee is probably gonna hit like a nice breeze on a sunny day in LA, but it's good to have those instincts built in so you keep yourself out of danger. Oh, counter right hand, look. He thought it was sweet, the older brother, and then boom, big right hand off the back foot. Look at it again. The foot is turned over. He's got some weight on that back foot. Turning that right hand over through the chin. Oh, another one. And looks like they finish it off. Okay, what the fuck did I just run into here? Why are the titties bouncing? Okay, body shot challenge. Let's go. Jarvis with the chest poking out. I like it, baby. All right, so there we have it. Faze Jarvis, sparring, boxing training. Listen, he does some things right. When he's comfortable, when he feels like he is having success, he starts to bounce a little bit. He starts to give feints and to keep the hands high and give different looks to his opponent. When he is a little bit on the back foot, he tends to circle to his left into power, a little bit off balance as he just wants to throw shots over the top and he kind of just leans over that lead leg. But when he does plant that foot, when he does throw out the straight right hand, it comes out with some velocity and accuracy. Every time he threw it to the head, for the most part, it landed flush. He has a great left hook to the body. I do think him spending time in Vegas and training with the Mayweathers, again, Michael Lee, I don't know if he's training at all and who he's training with, but it looks as though Faze Jarvis is going to be very successful. He just needs to shore some things up because I truly do believe he wants to continue on in this YouTube boxing. I think he's got the bug. He's got that itch, not that kind of itch. That's safe for Bryce Hall and whatever he does on the weekends. I mean the boxing itch to continue in this sport. I'm not making any predictions yet, but let's just say bet the fucking house on Faze Jarvis. Until then, Faze Jarvis looks pretty decent in his boxing and sparring footage. What happens on the night of the fights? Will he continue to box? And does he ever pick up the sticks and get back on Fortnite? Epic Games, can we finally take the ban away from Jarvis so we don't have to see another one of these?
So hard.
These are all great questions. I just don't have the answers yet. So on June 12th, guess we'll find out.